a hand. We also have a Chris in seat 3 who also hasn't played a hand. He just joined us as well. So this this lineup constantly changing as we basically lost half the table since we've started. They've either been subbed out or they have busted out. So Straddle on the button, Smiley. Marty will call. That's going to put the action on Justin with the King 9, and he's coming in for a raise. I'm pretty sure Justin knows about the VPIP. Doggy also calling, and his range has been pretty wide, and that continues with the 10-8 offsuit. Smiley might make the call, but no, it looks like he folded. I'm pretty sure the $10 strat already counted for his VPIP. And now Marty calling with the suited queen. King high out in front right now, and the flop will be jack high. So Justin with the bet and lead, it's going to get checked to him. He does have the best hand right now, and he will continue. Just under 200 in the pot, and he will bet half pot. No, more than half pot, 150. So a pretty big bet here, to be honest with you. And he really wants everybody to fold, and that's what happens. So Justin actually joining us tonight from South Padre Island, La Isla Bonita. Well, he took Tony Stack's seat there in seat 1. And it looks like Big Fish is at the table there. You could see an arm there in seat 1, and he chose not to buy the button, which, like I said, with this VPIP game, you basically got to be in on every hand. So I think the play there was to buy the button. All right, Space Jam coming in for a call, knowing he needs to keep the VPIP up. Justin in seat 9 has some suited cards, trying to keep the VPIP up. So the best hand right now is Queen 8 offsuit. Players really opening up their ranges with the VPIP being tracked. I believe that says 9 high flop, but I thought I saw an 8 if I'm not mistaken. No, it's 9 high. Yeah, 9 high flop. It goes checked around to Justin. I think I would have liked to see a bet there, but he's going to turn 2 pair. He had the worst 8. That was actually the case 8 that came out, as Doggy with the 8-6, Marty with the Queen 8, and Justin with the 8 deuce, turn in 2 pair. And that's going to lead to a bet from Doggy. Doggy turned an 8, bet the $40. Kind of like a raise here from Justin, just because it's starting to get a little scary, the board. Now there's 2 straight draws on there, and there's obviously a flush. John Dre has a gut shot. Does he have a gut shot? Does 6? Yeah, 6 makes him a straight, but he does decide to let it go. He also had the 7 of spades, and the river comes to spades. So Marty with the queen will win this pot. I don't see him folding, which is why I kind of liked the raise on the turn from Justin. So queen high flush, Marty will win the pot, add it to a stack. And Smiley, today's big winner, is straddling. And that's what you want to do since the VPIP is being kept track of. Very smart move to do. Plus it puts an extra $5 in there. So now if somebody wants to limp to kind of keep their VPIP up, they have to limp for $10 and not $5. Marty immediately comes in for a raise with the King Jack offsuit for 40. Justin calling with the ace. Big Fish looks like he's going to fold and does. John Dre with the Jack Deuce suited will make the fold. Doggy with the queen 4 calling out of the small blind. He pretty sure he's going to have the highest VPIP just based upon the number of hands that we've seen. He did start off the table, but I think we only have like 3 players left who started off the table. So Doggy started with us, seat 5. Smiley, the big winner, started off with us. And Marty in seat 6, he started off with us. But everybody else, with the exception of seat 7, who started and then had to go down and then come back up. So queen high flop, and Doggy leads right out. Marty flopping top pair with a straight draw. Justin flopping a gut shot with a backdoor flush draw. The 6 coming. And Doggy continuing on, but it's a small bet. The pot's 270, and he's only betting 45. I could see a raise here from Marty. Sensing weakness from this small bet. And no, he just calls. I guess he's worried about Justin, who's behind him. And Justin's also going to call, looking for a jack for a straight. Queen or a 4 for the win for Doggy. Jack for the win for Justin. And it'll be a king giving trips to Marty and Doggy, who called with the queen 4 pre-flop and has led every street. He's led for a small amount, and I think Marty's finally going to raise here. Looks like seat 4 there, Chaos, is putting some chips in the rack, but I don't think he's leaving. I think he's got the 9-5, so he's going to fold it. No, he's calling. Even better, he's raising. Bumps it up to 20. And I don't think Doggy has folded a hand in the last hour. Smiley coming in with the suited queen, queen 5. Marty with the jack 7 of diamonds. He's calling for sure. Space Jam on the button. Oh, here we go. He's got a hand. I like 120 here, especially with Doggy being so active. I like at least 120, maybe even 150. 1, 2, 3. So there's already 100 in the pot. So yeah, at least 120 this should be. Like I said, maybe even 150. It looks like it's going to be right at 120. The dealer, Ringo, counted it out, and it's 120. So makes it 100 more, and that'll put the action on seat 9. Oh, I didn't realize Justin also has ace king. So for sure you need a 4-bet here. And he'll do just that. Puts in the 4-bet. Here's the crazy part. Doggy has been playing so crazy he might just go all in here, and he will have great equity against both ace kings, since the ace kings are sharing their outs. Oh, is he doing it? He's doing it. Oh my gosh. This is actually mathematically a great play, because both ace kings are sharing their outs. So you can see the equity. He's actually favored. He's favored right now to win the hand against ace king, and the reason why is because 2 players have ace king, which means his 4 and the deuce are live. So Space Jam doesn't like it here, and I think he might have to call it off, but how much does he have behind? I think he's going to get rid of it. So he's calling a 3-bet of Justin seat 9 for sure, but now the Doggy went all in. So he made it 120. Then Justin 4-betted it, because Big Fish was the one that started all this with raising the 20 under the gun with the 9-5. So the 3-bet by Space Jam to 120. The 4-bet from Justin to 320. And then Doggy, he called. So like I said, always once. They are running it once, and the 4 deuce has the most equity here. 38% chance to win. The ace and the king sharing each other's outs. The 4 deuce with 2 live cards here. And Doggy is really going to like this. Like, I actually don't know if Doggy's seen his hand because I know last time he was all in blind, so he might be all in blind. Yes, that's exactly what they're telling him. He's all like, hey. Okay, so the players revealing their cards, and let us see if a 4 or a deuce flops. No, a king flops. That's kind of boring, to be honest with you. So now Doggy in very bad shape, and the ace king's just going to wind up chopping this. But you saw when all the money went in, he was actually favored to win between the 3 hands. He was at 38% just because his cards were live, as they say, and he actually hit one of them. He did hit the deuce on the river, but the king came for the other 2 players. So a big chop for Space Jam and Justin, and I guess Doggy did have somewhere to go because it doesn't look like he's rebuying. Went all in for like 5 straight hands, and they finally got him. We do have 2 5 tables tonight. 2 or 3. We have 2 for sure, because the second table is feeding into this feature table. There was a little side pot, and that's what that is that Justin's getting right now. There was a little side pot as Doggy had more chips than Space Jam, and there was a side pot between Justin and Doggy. So he will get the side pot. The main pot will get chopped.
I honestly thought you may have had one of them, and I'm like, when he does that,
Check the chat real quick here.
Chewy. We still made some money on that. So, who's getting up? What the fuck? Why did you bring us both over here?
he announced it?
My name
Let's see here. Let's see if it's the Chewy I'm thinking about. It is. So Chewy was actually on our Wednesday stream. He was playing Omaha. He was sitting in the 6th seat on Wednesday. And now he is back again on the stream. I'm not sure if Chewy knows about the VPIP game, but normally if a player plays Omaha like he was on Wednesday, they like to see flops, so this works out really good for him. All right, an ace-king again. So Smiley with the raise, the 8-7 offsuit. Oh, did it get misread? Oh, wow, Justin's with queens. Justin just had the ace-king, and he is definitely going to bump this up. Yeah, it looks like John Dre was the low man on the totem pole for the VPIP. He did play his first hand, and I thought that was going to kind of give him some gambling chips, but I guess not. He's going to go back to the other 2-5 table, the non-stream table. Wow, Smiley calling this bet here. And it's going to be too much for the pocket fives. So big pot brewing between Justin and Smiley. Pocket queens versus 7-8 offsuit, $400 in the middle. 3 cards coming your way. Oh, it's an 8. Oh, wow. Smiley flopping so good here. He flops a pair with a straight draw, and he's all in. Justin checked in the dark. Smiley has 7s. Okay, well, he still has the straight draw on the pair. And he does not get there. So Justin with the queens. Justin with the queens will win this pot. Justin 3-bet and then check dark. Smiley flops open-ended, immediately moves all in, and Justin calls with the overpair. It's kind of funny if this hand plays out a little bit different where the ace comes on the turn, it might have slowed down the action, but they got all the money in on the flop. And Smiley, who was the big winner up until this point, is going to take a hit to his stack. So El Chewy has only seen one hand. He is at 0%. John Dre just got voted off. And I don't know if Big Fish is still here. I think Big Fish is still here. But John Dre with only 15% VPIP. Oh, wow, that was a huge pot. So Justin had a decent amount of chips. Justin had at least 1,000 in chips. And Smiley takes that hit. And he was only in for 500. He did run it up, but he did lose most of it.
They almost raised. They almost donked it.
So huge pot
I mean, other than that,
going to Justin there, and they're going to give him racks, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to be coloring up here. I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. I don't think he's leaving unless if he was one of the ones with the low VPIP, but I don't think he was. So he's racking up all those red chips to get some green chips or black chips. Green chips to 25 variety, black chips to 100. You can see Chaos with an entire stack of black chips right up front there in seat 4. So that's 2,000 just in $100 chips, and we will have a dealer change. Oh, Baby Spider in the house, taking seat 2 there. He was with us on Wednesday, and he likes to see flops. So Chewy coming in for the limp. Marty with the pocket pair will be playing this. Will he raise? He is, making it 25. It says that he raised to 225, but obviously that got typed in wrong. That's 25. The ace-5 suited, I actually like a 3-bet from here. Justin continuing on with his heater. He had ace-king 2 hands ago, queens last hand, and now has the J's, the Justins. He will make it 125. So I actually thought the ace-5 should have maybe 3-bet, but it turns out that it was the right move here because somebody with a hand behind his. So Chewy gonna be, oh, Big Fish with the kings. Big Fish with the kings ripping it. So that should get the kings and the jacks heads up. Oh, it looks like we got one of the players back. So Chubbs was one of the first 2 to get voted off and kind of biding his time at the outside tables, and he's back. So 2 players that were voted off earlier are now back. Kings versus jacks. Big Fish with the big lead. So the ace-5 of spades would have flopped very good here, but he's out of the hand. The river is the queen. So the kings will take this down. Kings versus jacks. I thought Justin was on a heater as he had ace-king, queens, and then jacks, but that third time, the jacks running into kings here, so Justin losing about 440 there, and Big Fish will get all the green chips. Action will be on seat 6, Marty. 5 deuce offsuit. That'll go into muck. So Space Jam, let's see what he has. And Space Jam Foden. Chris Foden, Justin will be at least calling, probably raising. Raises 60. Actually, pretty big raise here. But El Chewy with the suited King 9 will come in. So King 9 suited for Chewy. Does have a worse king. The ace comes out, which will probably slow down the action here. A little lag. A little lag in here. Let's see what we got. Oh, ace, ace, 8. So if it's check to Justin, I see Justin bet in here. He was a pre-flop aggressor, and he does bet. And Chewy's not going to be able to call, so Justin will take down the hand. He did have the best hand. Granted, nobody had a pair, but he did have the best hand.
Bro, they should do that. Like,
Wide open.
Let's see. Okay. I was going to say, let's see how long the card reader takes to pick it up, but pretty much picked it up right away. I think Big Fish is going to fold here. He's going to raise. No, he's just going to call. He wants to keep the VPIP up, which I understand. Chubb's calling with the Jack 8. And now it'll be on Justin, and this is a good spot to raise here. His size is a little on the small side, I think. Should have sized this up a little bit more considering the number of players that you have. But it looks like it might work here, and it does. No, Big Fish called him with the worst king. And a king comes, so Big Fish is in trouble here. Goes check, check. Justin getting a little bit tricky. Big Fish getting bailed out. So Justin getting tricky. He thinks he has the best hand right now, and he normally would. But Big Fish hit into 2 pair. He still has outs. A jack will make him a straight. A queen will make him a better 2 pair. A 9 or a 6 would be disastrous for him, as it'll give him 2 pair as well. But Big Fish would have the king 10. And the river comes a 10. So that's actually also a bad card for him, because Big Fish should be able to get in at least $200 of value here. Going runner, runner 10. He does not put him on the 10. So Big Fish should bet here 200. That's exactly what he bets. And he gets a snap call, and he's going to see the bad news. But that was a great bet by Big Fish. Bet into 200. Gave him the exact right price to call. And he didn't even think about it. He said, hey, I have a king with a queen kicker. The chances that you went runner, runner are very slim. And it turns out that that's exactly what happened. He went runner, runner for the 10 for the full house. RGV. Space Jam with the deuces. Justin making the raise out of the small blind. Spider, maybe Spider makes the call, and the deuces should be making the call here. Hoping to hit a deuce on the flop. Flop coming king high. I think Justin might see bet, or does he check? Justin checks. Checked around. 5 of diamonds on the turn. Basically, the first person who bets should win this pot, and Justin puts in a little $50 bet here. So he bet in basically a quarter of the pot. And that's gonna, nope, Spider called him. Oh, Spider has an 8. Yeah, so he's calling for sure. Does not want the ace. Yeah, Spider's gonna call like any bet up to 200, I would say. And Justin finally shuts it down. I think maybe Spider's just gonna take his 8 to showdown, and it will be good. It goes check, check. Yeah, sometimes on the river there, your hand will have showdown value, and then sometimes you go. So it looks like somebody raising. Madi raising with the queen 4 and Justin 3-betting him. Madi making it 20, Justin making it 60 in position. So Justin with the lead right now is gonna c-bet if it's checked to him. He's probably going to down bet here. Probably like a 40. So it goes check. He's going to down bet. It'll be 40 or 50, I would imagine. That's what the GTO says. Oh, 125. Okay. Guess he read a different book than me. Yeah, 125 there. He said, hey, I don't think you have a 10. I don't think you can call a bet here. Still on the bottom there of the VPIP. Marty top right now. A double straddle. So baby spider with the double straddle. El Chewy will fold. No. Is he calling or folding? Yeah, he folds. I thought he was folding. Folded around his body, 5-6. He's going to fold. Space Jam, I like a raise here since the double straddle is out to kind of get heads up in position. He just calls, though, and that's going to bring along the Jack-9 offsuit. And it might even bring in Big Fish since he's suited here. Another $10. And the option will be checked from Spider. Like I said, I would have liked to see a raise there from Space Jam, but he just calls. Let's see what happens on the flop as it comes queen high. So Space Jam flopping top pair and open-ended for Justin with the Jack-9. Now Justin hit in a 9. So a pair and a straight draw for Justin. He's going to lead. The same straight draw for Space Jam. So only a $25 bet. It does clear everybody else out with the exception of Space Jam. The river will be a 9. Wow. Justin getting really lucky here. Big Fish did this earlier where he went runner trips. Well, he actually did runner boat. But Justin here with runner trips was going for the straight draw and winds up hitting trips, which is going to be good. He was in terrible shape. He couldn't hit a jack because that would have given Space Jam a better 2-pair. Space Jam's going to call this, and he does, and he sees the bad news. That's why I said I would have liked to see a raise from Space Jam just to clear out some of these other hands that shouldn't have been in there. But he just called on the button. It was a double straddle. Baby Spider in C2 had the double straddle on for 20. Big Fish put in the regular straddle for 10. Justin was in for 5. He had to call another 15 with the Jack-9. Calls it and gets there on the river. Nobody with a straddle this hand, as the action will be on Chewy. Chewy having an ace, gonna limp. Folded around the Mahdi. Could see him getting creative here. And he does. Takes a suited card, makes it 20. Justin's gonna be calling with the queen jack of hearts, and he actually raises. This is the GTO move. He does have a GTO wizard patch on his shirt. With taking this hand, making it a 3-bet. And even if he get called, he will have position all of the hand. And he does get a call. So Mahdi does not want to see hearts. 10-3 versus queen jack of hearts. Wow. Mahdi flopping a pair and a flush draw. Justin flopping a straight with a flush draw. This pot is going to get big fast. Mahdi checks. Justin needs to bet here. He does bet. I could see Mahdi raising here. Cards on the table. We're both showing hearts. Risking it all. No, Mahdi just calls. If a heart comes, it's going to be disastrous. So the straight getting better for Justin, and he's going to fire again. So 280. I could see a chunky bet here, at least 200. At least 200, maybe even 300. Somewhere between 200 and 300 is, I think, is what he's going to bet. The ace actually helping his hand because he's hoping that Mahdi has an ace here. So he bets 150. And Marty is going to continue on here with his pair and flush draw. Or I think he's going to continue on. He's thinking about it. Actually, Marty does not like the ace. He's pretty sure. Well, as a matter of fact, he thinks his flush draw is good, which is why he's probably going to call. Oh my God, he raises. So he's representing the ace, which is why I said that the ace was a good card for Justin, because I thought Marty would try to represent it, and that's exactly what he's doing. So Justin is going to put in the 3-bet here. No, he just calls. Wow, this is setting up real nice for him, because if Marty misses, he's going to bluff, and if a heart comes, he's going to think he has the best hand. So no heart. The only thing that can save him is the board pairing should save him some money. Other than that, it's going to be bad. Oh, wow. All the money's going in here. Marty has 1,000, Justin has 1,600, and all the money's going in. Or all the money should go in. I could see Marty just open ripping it here. Marty knows that Justin is strong because he called his raise on the turn. So that's going to allow him to size it up here. Only betting 275. Wow. Is Justin scared of the ace-high flush? I don't think he is. He goes all in. Marty's calling. There it is. All the money went all in, like I said, folks. And it's going to be a bad beat for Marty. Both players flopping ridiculous. I said once we saw the flop, this pot will balloon, and that's exactly what happened. Sometimes the cards just play themselves, and that's what happened in this hand. One player flopping a pair and a flush draw, the other player flopping a straight to go along with the flush. Both players hitting the flush. Justin with a huge win here, winning an over $3,000 pot. As we're up to 99 viewers. Nice. So City of McAllen has at least 150, and then the City of Edinburgh here has 100,000. City of Farr between us and McAllen with another 100,000, and then next to the City of McAllen, you have Mission, which is also at about 100,000. So altogether, the county, just the county down here, is I want to say like 850,000, and the area down here, like I said, is the Rio Grande Valley. It's 4 different counties, so the population over 2 million just on this side of. All right, back to the action we go. Big, huge pot for Justin there, and that's going to make him the big winner of the night. So previously, the big winner was Smiley, and Justin winning a huge pot off of him. The second biggest winner up until that point was Marty, and then he also gets him. So the 2 big winners before Justin sits down, he gets both of them in huge pots. And that's why he has such a big stack.
This is 9.
9 plus 5.
9's good. 9 plus 5, whatever.
All right, ace 8, 3, 2 clubs on the flop. Justin continuing on, and he also has the ace of clubs. Is that right? Is this pot that big? Yeah, there's a bunch of black and green chips there. So Spider gonna try to outplay Justin here. Spider checks. So I think Spider's gonna try to represent the flush here, but it's not gonna work because Justin has the ace of clubs. But I kind of missed the action before that as I was checking the comments. But I think Spider tried to make a move. Justin, being the big winner tonight, played his rush and won it. 85. There's already $37 in there, and Chewy with a hand. Chewy should raise here. No, he just calls. I think Chubbs is going to raise here. No. So normally Chubbs raises here if he's the first in, but you could see him. He looked at Chewy, and I think he got a read from Chewy, and he knew Chewy was strong. So Justin is gonna put in the squeeze here. He does have a good hand. This is normally a good hand to 3-bet out of the blinds. That's exactly what he's doing. This is the proper GTO play. However, Chewy does have a hand. Is Chewy just calling? Wow, Chewy's just calling. This might bring Chubbs in. And it does. Everybody with a queen. So we need the queen of clubs. Queen of clubs for fireworks. So Justin, the pre-flop aggressor, flopping the world. Flopping the world here. He flops open-ended with 2 overcards with the flush draw. Yeah, the reader's right. I'm not sure what Chubbs is thinking about. Chubbs is going to fold. I guess he just has like a little time and tell here. So the crazy part is that Chewy has the ace high, so he's out in front right now, but the equity is with Justin, and he will not hit. Chewy wins with ace high. Chewy avoids everything. So good win for Chewy there, as he dodged any spade, any king, any 8, or any jack. And you're destined to win it or you're destined to lose it. And the king's there no matter how you played him. If you would have played it proper GTL, if you would have played it the way he played it, if you would have played it somewhere in between, he was destined to lose. And that's what happens. And sometimes you play a hand where you're just destined to win. So coming in for a raise is the ace-queen. Big fish will fold. Oh, wow. Spider with kings now. And Justin's the chip leader. So Spider's going to put in a 3-bet. And I think, yeah, Spider going up to 165. The ace-queen, I think, is just going to call. No, he folded face up. He folded face up. Wow. You could see Spider shocked that he's folded ace-queen face up. 2 pair or has a set, he still has some extra outs like that. So he moves all in. Chubbs calls him with the flush draw. Big fish holds. Justin is going to be coming in for a raise here. He does have the GTO patch, and this is normally GTO play where you're coming in for a raise, and that's what he does. Big fish. One last hand. He wants to do a little heat check here. And his 10 is in bad shape. The ace-jack is just going to call. I think everybody's going to miss. Nope. So the king-10 flopping a straight draw. The ace-jack flopping middle pair. And big fish also flopping a straight draw, but it's going to be no good. The 9 will be no good for him. He thinks the 9 is good, which is why he's thinking about calling, but it's just a gut shot, so I think he's folding. Let's see. So Justin, the pre-flop aggressor, continues on. And Space Jam is probably going to call at least once.
I knew his $20 raise was suspicious.
Let's see here. I would think he would call, but like I said, these players have been doing some things that aren't in the book. No, the ace-jack folds. So I'm sure you already know this, but actually seeing it done is seeing is believing. But a lot of times, just the pure aggression is going to win you a pot. So the king 10 with the worst hand will win the pot with his aggression. Okay, this is the last hand, and the floor is announcing that this is the last hand. They're actually going to switch the cards, and the reason why is these cards have the little chips in them, so really just want to use them when we're having the stream. This is the last hand of the stream. The players are going to continue to play this 2-5 game, but they will change out the cards just to the normal cards. And Justin coming in for a raise with the jacks, back-to-back jacks. Last time it was Chewy, this time it's Justin. Last hand of the stream. And is he going to get any action? I think I see Chewy giving him a call. Chewy with the 10-7 of hearts. And Space Jam with the 8-7 of clubs. So the jack's way out in front right now. And the king and the queen come. So it might go check around here. I can see the jacks very easily checking. There are 2 overcards and 2 opponents. Nobody has a backdoor draw, but it looks like Justin's going to figure out if anybody has a king or a queen. Going to put out a small bet there. Basically, if he gets called, he would have checked it down, but that's going to do it for tonight. Would like to thank everybody joining us here at Texas Card House RGV. Our next stream here will be on Wednesday. We're going back to 1-3 Hold'em.